Welcome back to the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show on SuperTalk 1270. Paul Teeple with you, rejoined in a moment by Bobcats head coach and general manager Lane Sedevy as we take you up until 6 o'clock live from the Tap Inn Tavern. But as always here in our second segment, we turn things over to the players. And first off, we say hello to Bobcats goaltender out of Hibbing, Minnesota. Ryan Ullan's with us. Ryan, how's it going, bud?
It's going great. How are you?
Not too bad at all. First of all, let's talk about the big news. Yesterday, you were listed on the NHL Central Scouting Players to Watch list for the 2017 draft. Just tell us a little bit about what it felt like to be on that list that everybody's looking for at the beginning of October.
Obviously, it's a great feeling to be on that list, but it's early in the season, and I got to keep working hard if I want to be drafted in June,
Absolutely, and one thing that you and I talked about yesterday, I want to get into it a little bit here as well, that's something that feels like that it's okay, that's great, but where do you go from here? How do you use that as the motivation to improve yourself now that you know that the scouts are watching you?
Now that I know that they're watching, I just got to really focus on, playing my game and just, being calm out there pretty much.
So Friday night, 1 goal allowed against Fairbanks. So what was your overall, how do you gauge how you played, I guess, on Friday in your first home game with the Bobcats?
I thought I played pretty good. I felt really calm out there and just square to the puck. I felt relaxed, I'm only 1 goal against, so it was kind of just a weird goal, a bad angle shot, but I thought I played well.
Now, heading back not too far from your hometown, heading to Cloquet this weekend, what do you guys know about the Wilderness right now?
We know that they're struggling a little bit, but that doesn't mean we can take a weekend off. We got to come out flying, so.
What's something that you and Vlad have been going over with Coach Sedevy in terms of goaltending that you need to be ready for in Cloquet here this weekend?
Just pretty much playing our game, just, controlling pucks and just pretty much stopping the puck. That's our job.
Well, all right, Ryan, thanks a lot. Congrats again on making Central Scouting, and good luck this weekend against the Wilderness.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Bobcats goaltender Ryan Ullan. Our thanks to him, and we remind you that the Bobcats are on the road this weekend for a 2-game set in Cloquet, Minnesota against the Minnesota Wilderness, and you can catch all the action right here on SuperTalk 1270. We'll have pregame coverage starting half an hour before each game, and we look forward to talking to you then, but we continue our segment here with the players as we turn around and say hello to second-year Bobcat and third-year NAHL vet Michael Mahan joins us. Mike, how's it going?
Not too bad. How about you?
No complaints here for sure. This past weekend, obviously not the results that you guys were looking for, but what were some of the positives that you guys took from the 2 games at home against Fairbanks?
I think in the 2 games we played, after the first 20 minutes in the first game, pretty much the next 2 periods in the next game, we played pretty hard. In all 3 zones. I thought it just got better and better. Obviously, we got in some penalty troubles, but in our power play didn't click like we wanted to. But I thought we played pretty hard.
And you logged some minutes on the power play here this weekend. What's something that the power play's working on this week just to try and get it going again after a bit of a slow start out of the gate here in 2017?
I think just settling it down. I think we're just maybe throwing the puck a little too much on the power play and just settling it down and sometimes getting more pucks to the net and stop looking for the cute plays.
How does that change knowing that you're going to be playing at Northwoods Credit Union Arena, which is an Olympic-sized sheet?
Yeah, obviously you'll have a little bit more time than our rink or any other rink in our division. So I think you can use it to your advantage and kind of spread out the penalty kill a little more.
Now, this is your second trip back to Cloquet since being traded from the Wilderness to the Bobcats. What was the emotions like last time, and is it different this time?
Yeah, it was a little weird last time. Obviously, it was a couple months after I got traded, so I was able to settle in, and I loved it in Bismarck. But it was definitely different, playing against your former team. So it was pretty cool, but pretty weird. And this year, it's definitely very different. I don't know too many guys on that team, and so it should be interesting.
Now, everybody knows, the Wilderness went 0-4, but I think 2 years ago the Bobcats went 0-4 at the Showcase, ended up winning the Central Division, so clearly not necessarily an indicator of how a team's going to do. So give me a more nuts and bolts scouting report on the Wilderness. What do you guys know about them? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I think they'll be a fast transition team. They always are. They always have really skilled forwards and some good D, so you got to be able to keep up with them, and obviously they're going to use their rink to their advantage because they're used to skating on it, so just kind of got to take advantage of what we can.
Yeah, and the power play we already talked about. But let's turn around and talk about the PK as well. What's the penalty kill looking at? Is it just a matter of cleaning up little mistakes, or is there more of an overhaul this week?
I think just cleaning up little mistakes. First and foremost, we got to stay out of the box. But just cleaning up the little mistakes, I think we're getting the concept, and slowly but surely we're really starting to understand the PK, but we just got to clean it up.
5-on-5, what's a big key for the forwards this weekend?
Just getting behind their D, getting pucks in and getting to the net, and I think we need to shoot a little more and start creating some more opportunities.
Now, the big question, everybody knows you're an Arizona guy. Are you a D-backs guy? You watching that game tonight?
Oh, yeah, I'll watch the game. Me and Jared Rezzi have a little bet, so we'll see who wins.
What's your give us your prediction. Who do you think's winning that wild card game tonight in Phoenix?
I think the D-backs will win for sure.
Well, I'm super surprised to hear you say that, Mike, Well, we thank you very much for your time, and good luck this weekend back in Cloquet.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Bobcats forward Michael Mahan. We're going to jump out for a quick commercial break. When we return, Bobcats assistant coach Garrett Roth is with us to share his weekly wisdom as the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show continues right here on the radio home of Bobcat Hockey, SuperTalk 1270.